Okay guys, next on the agenda is making some little flip overs. You flip them over the page. Let's see. I think that one goes, this one goes in here. I probably should have used a little rose stamp. But I'm using the cutoffs from the center to make the flip overs. And then I put them after the garden journal. And I just attach these with a paper clip. That way they can be moved wherever. This idea comes from, well, I saw it on Trace of Sparkle, and I think she said she got it from Lori, Girl on the Ridge. And so I've used this a lot. I just love them. So on this one, I'm going to be using the cutoff from this center, which is this. Now, what I've done is these cutoffs were 3.5 inches wide, I believe, yes. And I cut them 7, and I saved this piece because I'll use it for something else. And I'm not sure what yet, but maybe to make a ticket or something to tuck. But anyway, I folded it at 2 1/4. So this is 3.5 by 7, and I folded it at 2 1/4. Now I'm going to decorate this side. I always decorate the small side, and then I just put a piece of trim on the bottom of both sides. So I'll put the trim on here first. Works better if you take the lid off. Okay. Been trying to make this video all day, and oh man, I'm a scatterbrain today. I'm making a pot of beans, and my low isn't low enough, so they're getting scorched, and it's making me crazy. You know how that one thing doesn't go the way you want it, and then kind of throws everything off? That's kind of how it's been. But that's okay. This will go. This will go. So I've just done some simple trim on that one. I want to put another piece on here. I'm going to leave the lid off for a second. In fact, I'm going to open this out so I don't glue it together or something. I would totally do that. Okay, so put that piece on there. Okay. And these are pretty quick to make. They, I kind of usually do it assembly line style anyway, so if I'm making, you know, I'll make up all the envelopes at once, or I'll make up all the, you know, all the bows at once. And I am using my seam binding bows, and I used my little bow maker. It's pretty quick that way. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is, well, not the first, but the next thing we want to do, oh, so many firsts. I'm just going to make a, this is a little strip that I had just cut off probably from those little corner tucks we did yesterday. And so I'm just using a strip. I think this is about 1 1/4 inches, yeah. And I've just made a point. I'm going to fold it down, and then I'm going to cut it about 2 inches. Then I'm going to fold this up a little less than where that folds to make a little faux envelope. I'm going to put a touch of glue here, and that's it. Alright, so I need a piece for over here. I think I'll use this. Now what this is I had a bunch of things that I cut out. This is from various kits, and I just took and miniaturized them. What do you call it? Contact sheet on the printout. When I go to contact print a contact sheet. She whiz, say it. And so it gives me the images as small. This is from a while back. I don't remember exactly where these came from, but if I remember, I'll put it in the description box. So I want that, and then I need another envelope. So I have this piece. This ought to be, we'll see. They don't have to be the same. In fact, you know, it's more interesting if they're not. So I'm just going to fold that down and fold this piece up. And then we'll glue that closed. Like so. So, I'm going to do a little collaging here. I'm going to, okay. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue on here. I'm going to put this one at an angle this way. And I don't want to go above that line, so put that one on that way. This one is going to go overlapping. I'm leaving about 1/4 of an inch on each side, so I can overlap this a little bit here. There's room. And like I said, it doesn't matter what size these envelopes are, they're just scraps. Okay, so I'm going to take this little image, and I think it says, it looks like a water lily with a fond memory is what it says. You know, I bet this is from when I did Lily My Love. Okay, I'm just going to set that right in the middle. That Lily My Love kit was purple and pink. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my bows. I'm going to trim off the tails a little bit. And I'm going to attach that here, like so. And there we go. There's our little flip over. I think this is a little off down here. Fix that. There we go. It's one of the nice things about having a glue that, you know, isn't an instant bond, is that you can adjust things. So, okay, so there's my flip over, and that will go on this page. I had it right after the garden. So this will go here and attach with paper clip. And there we go. All right. So I've got 2 down and 10 to go. And then we'll get on to the next task. See you in a bit. Okay guys, so the next thing that we're going to do is make some clusters for that corner flip pocket. And basically, I just take a piece out of here, piece out of here, take a piece out of here. It's a little bit thicker. I'll stick that there. And piece out of here. Some are bigger than others. I'm not really measuring. I'm just putting things together with, this is my collage kit. So I use this for all kinds of stuff actually. And I just staple 4 things together. Let's do one more. You could do 5. I think that's what the original one, I don't remember who did it, but I think it was 5 when they did it. And you know, you could add lace or anything else in here that you want. So I am just doing these rather quickly. So I've got a pile there of those. And these are those same little miniatures that I printed out on the contact sheet. So now what I need to do is just have some piece of card or something for the back. So I usually do about 2 inches, but some of these, if they're too small, you know, you'll have to trim them smaller. But I'm just going to clip them. And these go relatively quickly. We'll see that one. All right, and then I put the paper clip on. I usually put the small part on the outside, but if it's too big, then I'll just flip it over. So here we go. Get one of these clusters. I'm going to get some glue here. This will go a lot quicker if you use hot glue, but I'm just using my gel glue because I got a whole bunch to make, and they'll be dry by the time I get through them. So usually what I do is I'll put these clips on the 4 corners. Just to make sure that that makes good contact on both sides, like so. And then I'll have a little cluster, and I will add probably some little bit of bling, maybe some rhinestones or something, usually to the bottom or over the staple button or something like that. So yeah, let's do another one. Do the small side on the inside. I really like these bingo card ones. See how this one's a little bit bigger, but that's okay because it doesn't really matter if it shows through because of what we're doing. Where's that? I guess I could trim off just a smidge. It didn't show very much on the bottom, but maybe 1/8 of an inch. And then, yeah. The problem for me is that sometimes if you cut it too short, then you're trying to clip it on the page, it gets stuck on that little edge. So that's what you need to watch out for. There we go. Where'd my cluster go? Oh, there it is. Make sure it's the right way around and put that on the back. And there again too, my goodness. And also, once it dries, you can trim off anything that's going to get in your way. So there's that one. And these go really quickly. So do one more. And that one's the right way around. And I haven't even trimmed these little pieces of dictionary page. I've just kind of left them with all the pieces hanging out and everything. So there we go. And those will go, and this is my prototype from the last time I did it, but those will go on this pocket here on the inside. So the only thing left to do then is, well, I guess we could do a banner cluster. Yeah, let's do that. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so banner clusters. I'm doing this one, and so I've taken the cutoff from the third sheet. Try to use something different every time I do something so I know. And I've taken some book pages that I've just trifold with a glue stick. I've glued them together into thirds. And yeah, so I'm going to take this. Where's my cutter? This is 3 1/2. So what's 3 1/2? Okay, half of 3 is 1 1/2. And so 1 3/4. And I'm going to trim that down. We'll probably end up using one of those pieces for a belly band. And then we'll use this one for the banner. So I'll cut this piece without paying too much attention to wear, about 1/3 of the way up, and then I'll cut this one in somewhat in half. That gives me 3 pieces, but I only need 2. So I'll take those 2, and actually I only need 1. I only need 1 of these. So I want this to be varying lengths. So I'm going to make this a little bit longer. And I didn't cut that straight at all. Oh my goodness. That's what I get for cutting at an angle. Okay, so I've got that one and that one, and I think I'll make this one a little bit. Let's cut it straight first, and then there we go. So I've got this piece left. Okay, so 3 pieces, and I'm going to overlap these about 1/4 to 3/8 in between each one, but I'm going to go ahead and cut out the bottom, and you know how to do that. Just cut up from the bottom and then meet it from the outside corner in. Hope I'm in there where I'm supposed to be. Okay, and one more. Oh, I didn't get that one all the way. There we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go down this side about halfway, and oops, attach there. Same thing with this one, about halfway. Here we go. Whoa, I got a little bit too much glue. They went sliding. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with the paper clip for the back of this one, which as you can see is way too long, so I'll just trim that down. And I've also found that sometimes if you either round or clip the bottom corners, it also makes it easier to get in. So, oh, but first I want to put a piece of trim across the top. There it is. So let's do that. There we go. Just like that. It adds a little cohesiveness. Okay. Flip that over. And there we go. Now, you don't have to make this a paper clip. I usually line it up with the left side of the biggest one. You don't have to make this a paper clip. You could simply staple this to the top of your page, which is probably what I'm going to do. Let me see what I did last time. I think, where is it? Oh, you know what? So last time I just paper clipped it on. I stapled it together, added the lace, and then paper clipped it on. So I'll probably do that this time too, because the one thing I like about these is they're very basic, and you can do whatever you want. If you want it for lists, or you want it for a journal, or you want it for photos or whatever, it's nice to be able to move things around and not have too much permanency. So that is probably what I'll do. So anyway, I'm going to do all of that times 12, and then next time we'll do all the tags and journal cards, and that's it. And I have a giveaway coming up, so that will be in the video following, so keep an eye out for it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you next time.